sucrier, vous êtes bien trop brutal. Mais ma taillère est déjà assez fêlée. Très bien, nous recommençons. Où en étais-je, petit?
Pockety?
Ah oui, c'est ça. Pockety, wockety, walk, abracadabra, et voilà, ainsi plus petit, vous tiendrez tous en mon sac.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2017. I'm Z-Trot, joined with ARF today, and we are going to go over some more group stage awesomeness. We left you yesterday with some great matches that we went through, and today we're going to round up the rest of group stage. The match that we're going to be viewing next is going to be Spain versus Finland. This one should be pretty interesting, and I can't wait to see how it's going. But before we do that, let's go ahead and ask our buddy Arf how he is doing. How you doing, man? Okay.
I am doing great, thank you, Z-Trot. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic this early morning. I am ready to see some drum matches. I hope we could drum up some hype.
Oh, God.
Welcome back, Arf.
Did you miss it?
Missed you.
Yeah, I knew that we would start like this. Nothing's changed, I can see.
Why would we change?
He has a very good point there. Why would we change?
True. That's fair. No, but in all seriousness, yes, I am incredibly hyped to see this match through.
Yeah, we have Spain versus Finland going on, and it looks like for Spain's side, we're going to have Ryden, Avalo, YL, and Matroska. And then for Finland, we have Dusky, Sarland, and Mafe. Now, we saw Spain play a little bit yesterday, and Mitrosk is really decent there. I don't believe I got to see Ryden play yesterday, so this should be pretty interesting.
Oh, Ryden knows the game pretty well. He's not only a pretty good player from what I know, but also a beat map nominator for Taiko, so he's definitely got some extra knowledge going into this match than maybe some of the others might have.
It is possible, but we've seen quite a lot of crazy matches here. Of course, with group stage, there's been a lot of sweeps. That's kind of to be expected, especially with the map pool being as hard as it is. But it does look like Spain is the higher seed team on this one, so they are the team to beat. And is Finland going to be able to rise above? We've only seen one lower seed team win so far in group stage, and that was our Chile versus Indonesia match, and Indonesia managed to outbeat Chile there all the way to tiebreaker. That was probably the highlight of the group stage so far, but we still have plenty of matches for the rest of today to go through, and we should be getting into our warm-ups almost immediately here.
Just quickly going back to what you were saying earlier, Ryden has already played. He played one match on the World against Germany.
That might have been, because didn't we pop into Spain versus Germany after the previous stream? Wasn't it like a runoff?
Yeah, I think it might have popped in at 2-1 actually.
Yeah, that might have been why I did not see Ryden play yesterday.
Conveniently, that was the third match. Oh yeah, because we started watching on Dragons, didn't we? Yeah. So we just missed him.
Yeah. We got to see Mitrosk go ham, but unfortunately we did not get to see Ryden go ham. But that will all change now.
Spain's hopes are riding on him.
Oh my god.
I wonder how many times we can just disappoint R before the stream ends.
Tons of times, I'd assume.
I think we're already at 2.
Well, you'll get plenty of chances. That's all I can really say.
And we will take them.
Oh boy.
All right, and it looks like the first warm-up is going to be started, and that is Snow Drive, and we should be getting right into that.
Oh, this is a male vocal version rather than the very popular Omoi version that I personally know of. He does get pretty quick, especially towards the end of this song, so it'll be nice to see exactly how they handle themselves on it.
Yeah, and Spain just kind of flexing their muscles here, taking them full mod combinations. Ryden rocking hidden, Mitrosk rocking hidden and hard rock, and Evelo rocking hard rock.
Perhaps they're practicing for their respective picks during the actual matches. Could be a sign of things to come.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, that's definitely a good way to make like the most use of your warm-up, in all honesty, being able to like play around with a mod. We don't see that too much. I mean, of course, like when we see like the for lulz ones, you might see hidden or flashlight or something like that, but it's not very common where we actually see them take mods that they could actually use in the matches.
That's true, it is a little bit rare to see that, but I think it does make for a pretty good play strategy-wise, because you really have to get into a certain comfort zone to play mods sometimes. Going straight from hard rock to hidden, for example, is a pretty big adjustment to make.
Oh, for sure. Like, I literally, like, double time is something that, double time's probably the only mod I could say that if you start with it, it's probably better for you, and it might hurt you if you get off it. Like if you go into a play session just to play double time maps, I've always felt that I perform better if I don't try playing anything out of double time and just jump right into it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because if you play it slow and then you try to speed it up, muscle memory kind of messes with you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think it's why a lot of players especially say when you open us and you're warming up, just play a bunch of really hard maps. That way the other ones will just seem slower and easier when you finally get to the proper ones.
Yeah, that's another really fun thing about double time is if you do manage to do pretty good at it and you go back down to the slowdown, you find out that you have a temporary speed increase on your streams and accuracy might boost up. Unless you just like, you know, do nothing but double time all day, every day.
There is also the flip side of it though. If you go straight from double time into something like a low BPM hard rock hit, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Oh, for sure. that stuff's evil. Although really the only double time pick we've seen so far here is Dragons, and that one's absolutely evil for our players as it has a lot of the 1-6 changes in the pattern, making it really difficult to double time. We've seen like an average accuracy on most people. Like the good teams can usually pull about 94 to 96, but we've been seeing a lot of teams getting around 90% Bs on it, which is really, you know, I mean, to be expected. It's really hard, so...
musically it's a pretty complex song, and I think all the doubles and just put double time on those, it's going to be pretty, like, your finger control has to be on point to play that with any form of real accuracy, I think.
Yeah, and we've seen, like, some of the players are able to hold very well on that one, but for the most average, I think it's around 90, 92. Deadbeat might have the actual stats to that on Dragons, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going out on a limb here saying probably average accuracy so far has been anywhere from the 90 to 92 mark.
I do not. Sorry, I don't know if you checked it during group stage.
I can totally it's not
yeah,
like...
that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's incredibly fair because there's so many plays going on at the same time.
Yeah, I generally start tracking accuracy from round 16 onwards.
Yeah, because I mean, group stage is the only stage where we have matches going simultaneously. Like, for example, we are viewing the Spain versus Finland match, and we are in the second warm-up about to be. As we are watching this, South Korea versus France is going on as well. It is just not being streamed, and they are going through their warm-ups. And this is a best of 7, so it's the first to 4 takes the gold.
Well, I mean, that's a long way to get the actual gold, but yeah, that's
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. The first to 4 gets to climb the mountain. There we go.
There you go, there you go. Just going back really to what you were saying at the very beginning of the stream, Z-Trot, is that group stages do tend to be a bit of a steamroller type affair, but I don't know, I reckon we could see some pretty stiff competition here.
Oh yeah, we've seen a couple matches go really close. Scorview 2 is really kind of taking a lot of players through the loop, and you can definitely see that it's a little bit of a different game now that accuracy has such high weighting.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, taiko scoring alone, even in Scorview 1, I think was the closest we've had to Scorview 2 out of all 4 game modes, but when they put the Scorview 2 twist on taiko, it just added a sort of new dimension to it, in my opinion. Oh boy, I think this is the Finnish warm-up. No, wait, what am I talking about? This has got to be the Spanish one.
Yeah, and another thing with Scorview 2, it allows for mod play to be really viable. Because you're not punished. Yeah, you're not punished nearly as hard for misses, so being able to take that score multiplier, we've seen time and time again so far in this World Cup, how that has helped out some players. And what's even crazier is some of these players that are taking mod combinations almost getting the 1.2 million points, and that's with a double. That's with a double combination. So that means they're taking hidden and hard rock.
I think that's another interesting thing about this Taiko World Cup in particular is the limitations on the mod combinations that you're allowed during the bracket. It adds a new layer to the, because some would argue that certain mod combinations actually make the map easier, so not having that option open to you just challenges you on a slightly different level.
Yeah, it has been kind of up and down all around, in all honesty, in terms of everything that's been going on with the matches. And the fact that you can, you're limited, they're kind of like a free mod bracket, but not really. As you said, some people are saying that it makes it a little bit easier. Other people are having problems with it. I think generally everybody can agree that this map pool is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of the other things. It really cuts out a lot of the, well, I wouldn't say it cuts out the lower seeds, but certainly puts the twist on them to perform at their very best if they want to have any sort of chance whatsoever moving forward from group stages.
Very much so. And I mean, all memes aside, it is really rough for the low seed right now. We saw some fun and games going on with the Taiko boys talking about the map pools. And some of the pictures that they have there for that doesn't paint a very pretty picture for our low seed boys, but I have faith. We did see Indonesia go above and beyond, and I totally believe that we might be able to see this happen again.
Well, if anything, it really does encourage you to try and improve, if nothing else.
Oh, for sure. It's bragging rights. For like,
oh heck yeah!
Like, this map pool is so ridiculous. So if you are a lower seed team and you manage to make it through to the round of 16, you're already, in my opinion, playing at a semifinal level, because if the group stage was this hard, I am terrified to see what they've cooked up for the round of 16.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, just seeing Dragons being in the double time pool already, I'm just so excited to see what other technical finger control maps are picked in the later pools. I can't wait. Speaking of interesting maps, this warm-up is it's really something.
Yeah, it's not gimmicky. It actually looks like it was mapped out pretty decently, but it does look like there's varying speeds quite a bit. Or that might have
I think it's mapped to the vocal emphasis, yeah, right at the end.
All right, with the warm-ups being out of the way, we will get on to the rolls, and then after the rolls, we will get on to the bands. Dusky rolling at 69 points. Hey.
Oh, God.
All right. Did Spain roll as well?
I believe so.
All right. Well, the bans for France versus South Korea are out at this moment. France banned out the double time Yasu Dolores, or Dolosis, and then, of course, for South Korea, they banned out Slit, which is totally viable now. Now that we finally got to see Slit played, it was absolutely ridiculous. That is a really hard-looking hidden map, and I could totally see why it has such a ridiculously high ban rate.
I wish we could see Delosus actually played every now and then.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Delosus either. It might have been played, but I think it was not played very regularly for sure. But Slit is literally has almost had 100% ban rate, and then it finally got its chance to shine, and then everybody died on it but Jai.
Yeah, I think one of my friends sent me a picture of a weeping anime girl with Slit written under it. It was a bit of a morbid joke, but I can definitely see why, having seen the map played.
Yeah. Okay. So, Delosis was actually played 3 times in the first block and 0 times in the second match block. It was like, nope.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And speaking of Delosis, I think Spain did actually just ban it right now in their match as well.
And Finland is banning Dynamite, so that means... Oh, wait, no. I'm mistake. It just came in so slow. Unless I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are banning Dynamite, aren't they?
I'm guessing so.
I was about to say, we're seeing a distinct lack of twerking this match, but that's okay.
Oh man, it took everything I had not to sing along with that yesterday.
I can understand that. It is very catchy.
Alright, and it looks like their first map pick is going to be Shono Wansora.
Huh. Dynamite was the first hard rock ban.
In the entire group stage?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably going to be seeing a lot more of Mud Pie again today, unfortunately.
Why do you say unfortunately?
The song's stuck in my head in the worst kind of way.
Well, better out than in.
If it could go out of my head, it'd probably be okay. I'd be fine with it. All right.
Oh, brilliant. I think we're starting with no mod.
Yes, it does look to be that way. Yeah, and literally, guys, if you're worried about the South Korea versus France match, it's literally the exact same thing right now.
Yeah, they're happening at pretty much the same pace. Nothing is different yet.
Yep, they have banned the exact same maps, and they have also picked the exact same map.
What's that saying about great minds?
They must think alike. And yeah, for confirmation, Dynamite being banned out is the first Hard Rock ban that we've seen so far. Alright, and this match is about to get underway. This is the first match of Spain versus Finland. Who's going to be able to take the first point and get on the board?
Let's find out.
Okay, so as this match is still starting, South Korea have taken their first point over France on Shono Wansora Tadoro.
That's about to be expected.
Yeah.
Right here, out of the gate, it looks like Finland had a little bit of problems giving that early lead point advantage over to Spain. It's not by too much here, but the accuracy is not going to lie. Dusky had some issues and took a really heavy accuracy tank near the beginning, and that's going to hurt his score drastically. So that's going to give a really good comfort zone for Spain to kind of just flex their muscles here a little bit.
Yeah, they've definitely got themselves a pretty nice insurance thanks to Dusty's little faux pas there at the beginning. He did drop quite a bit there. One can only assume he had some readability issues or something. This little 1/3 section is not doing favors to Cylon's act.
Not at all. Definitely taking a hit, dropping down to about 95%. While we look over on Spain's side, they are really in a very good place right now. Hachiman with a 98, Arvio with a 99, and Matras with a 99, taking that clear first victory with a decisive 500,000 point difference almost, even a little bit more than that in all honesty.
Yeah, I think that being Finland's pick, it really puts them in a bit of a tight squeeze because they did not look as comfortable as Spain at all on that map, considering it was their pick.
Yeah, getting a breakpoint like that and losing that breakpoint very clearly too. I mean, Dusky did bring it back quite a bit, considering how far his accuracy did tank. Mafe was holding pretty consistently throughout the entirety, and Cylon really having some problems towards the end there, taking a small dip down to the 92% mark. And as Cylon says, he missed while watching the scores. That is a very real problem that can happen. Definitely try not to. You need to get in the zone, guys. Don't worry about the score. If possible, just turn it off. I'm pretty sure you can cut off the HUD. You don't need to be worried about things like that when you're playing.
Yeah, you can definitely cut out the HUD, and I think that is almost a rookie mistake, really, to just get caught looking at your accuracy. You're looking at the score difference while you're playing. It's just not something you need to worry about. You need to focus on doing the best you can and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, and some good advice from Spain there to use tab. It's good for your health. Get rid of that. Get rid of that pesky score. Because I mean, I've definitely fallen victim to that when trying to set single player scores. You watch the scoreboard, and especially towards the end, if you're getting up into the top 50 and you start to see your name rise and rise, that is one really good way to get a high score with an A, because you're gonna miss. Ooh, and it looks like we will actually see dragons pretty quick, Arf, as that's going to be our second pick.
Oh, that's beautiful. I've been waiting for this, thank goodness.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really... I mean, the map already I thought was pretty difficult. MMZZ did a really good job translating this into Taiko, especially considering it kind of feels like it just fit right in place with the standard map that was made alongside. It has lots of tricky jumps from patterns. Not jumps as in os, trust me guys, but it changes rhythm and beats quite a bit, so it keeps you on your toes. And then adding double time into it's just like a big middle finger, in my opinion. Like, oh, you thought it was hard enough already? No. Here you go. Have some fun. And we are going to see these players suffer a little bit. I am expecting lower accuracies than what we've seen so far. Like I said, Dragons usually runs about a 90% to 92% average for our lower seed teams. So let's see if Finland can break that mold.
This slow start is just so deceptive and mean. I mean, look at the accuracy drops already. We're seeing some misses.
Yep. And as I said, for the lower seed teams, as you can see, Dusky and Mafe both holding around 92. It might increase, but really the timing on this map is just brutal. And the precision you need and the ability to switch from those 1-4 to 1-6 areas really just hurts.
Yeah, especially on double time, it's just an absolute nightmare for finger control having to deal with this map, especially this early in the match proceedings. You can see Cylon had a real difficult time dealing with those little 1-6 and 1-4s all in the middle of each other.
Yeah, and as you can see, like, everybody's accuracy really tanking. Both sides really not having too good of a time here, but Mitrosk actually holding really strong for Spain right now, and that is what they need there. With that 96%, that is like gold at this moment. That's really how difficult this one is. 96, which is now a 94, is like the best accuracy on this map from both these teams at the moment.
I think you might have spoken slightly. Yeah, there we go. He's dropping a little bit now. Jeez, those 1-6 look evil, but that is exactly what Spain need, as you mentioned. It's without Mytrosk, I think the scores would be just so much closer.
Yeah, but that being said, it looks like Dusky is really struggling this one, taking the average accuracy down to 80% on his end, which is not great. That might actually be a fail there. Dusky and Silent really having problems. If they can't pick this up a little bit more, we could see double fails on their end.
Well, on a double time map, I'd say if there was ever an appropriate time.
Yeah, if there's ever an appropriate time for a double fail, it's double time.
Oh god, why did I do that?
I don't know, maybe you're just thinking double the fun, you know?
Channeling your spirit and deadbeats.
And yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't think we see... Oh, actually, I think they did pass, just barely. Everybody passed.
Yep, they did.
Very impressive towards the end. I did not expect to see that, but that is going to be a very clean and decisive second point for Spain. Even though everybody having pretty low accuracies for this one, it's just really crazy to see accuracies this low in group stage.
I think on a map like this, though, it's just... I mean, it makes you think, really, doesn't it? What are the semifinals and the finals going to look like?
Exactly. Like, they're going to be monster finals.
Dragon Force DT, just why not?
Oh, for sure. And it looks like we're jumping right into our next one as Finland locks in Nightfall.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, they probably had it in mind the instant dragons came up. This is another no-mod pick, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a no mod. And speaking of free mod, Korea took the second point over France on responsibility response. So looking pretty good for them.
Well, both matches so far turning in, I think, the favorites for each match. No real surprises so far, but that could change. Let's see what Finland have to offer on their own pick this time.
All right, and we're getting this one underway.
The opening of this song just builds up your expectations. Everyone holding songs so far, going past the first quarter of this map.
Yeah, it does look like everybody's holding a lot better on this one here. Asylum actually holding it 100%.
I think, as you said, that he just cursed Maffei there a little bit. He did drop combo. But yeah, they're obviously seem much more comfortable on this than they were on Dragons, and I think that's fair enough. The speed and mapping style are much more orthodox than what you see in the Jazzy style map with the previous one.
Yeah. the consistency from all the teams greatly shifted.
LZD still holding an SS as we go past the halfway portion. Same with Matrox and Alvaro. Oh, well, I shouldn't have mentioned his name there, but he was holding, I think, on a 1x100 right before that point.
Yeah, this score is actually pretty close. Silen's going to find a drop there, which is going to give that lead over to Spain a little bit more, but they are still within catch-up distance here. If Spain makes any mistakes, they could potentially lose this one.
Yeah, Finland does have an opportunity to capitalize as long as you see Dusty up there holding combo. If Matrox misses, I doubt he will, but if he does, then Finland, they have an opening and they've got to take it. The gap between the scores is slowly increasing though. Not at a very high rate, mind you, but the map is almost over, so any gap Spanish can pull out now is just gonna... And there we go, I think with Dusty's break, Finland's dreams of taking a point has just gone down the drain. Well, they say after every nightfall comes a dawn, so there might still be some hope for them left.
Very true, but that dawn is looking like it is going to be permadark if they can't get a point on the board as Spain locks in that third point, making this 3-0 in favor of Spain.
Yeah, Matrosk with a 1x100 FC on that map, that's quite impressive. Very, very nice consistency from him there. Everyone, as a matter of fact, holding some pretty nice scores there, all over 900k, except for Maffei. Accuracy's pretty nice. Definitely a much more comfortable pick on everyone's end than Dragons. And there again we see the disease of checking the scores again, ruining Finland's chances, maybe, perhaps. It is pretty difficult to stop yourself from checking them if they're there. Tab is just really a lifesaver in those situations. Or is it Shift Tab which disables the interface? I'm not sure.
I'm not 100%. I think Tab just gets rid of the scoreboard.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Tab gets rid of the scoreboard and Shift Tab just removes everything else.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I believe Spain do have the next pick, and they are on match point. Are they not?
Oh dear.
Oh no. 10 with the snide hints. Well, if they just wanted to go for broke, they could pick it. You never know.
Yeah. Not only that,
They might have a cheat.
The only problem with it is can Spain survive it? Can any of them survive it, really?
I reckon they only need one person to survive it, and that would be enough. Oh, well, there we go, Z-Trot, your favorite song.
Oh boy.
Okay, just listening to the beginning of this, I can see why you are slight.
Oh, you haven't heard this?
I think I have once, but no.
I've heard it like 10 times. Maybe 20.
You're in for a treat.
Possibly 30.
This reminds me of Deadbeat's reaction to Bakunana's Destroyer a couple years ago.
I need you to
It's
find
not
that
that
one
it's
again.
even really like a bad song, don't get me wrong. It's just not a song I'd ever want to listen on repeat.
Hey, everyone has taste. No big deal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not just gonna like crap on it completely because it's not like that bad, and in gameplay standpoint, it's an excellent song. Like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. There's a lot of build-ups and things like that you can have fun with, which is great in terms of like giving the players something to really challenge them. But outside of that, yes.
South Korea are now 3-0 up. I've taken a point on Dragons.
Oh man.
So France are in a bit of a spot at the moment.
Well, they're in the same spot that Finland are in now. I think, if anything, France will just have an even harder time against South Korea with the comeback position that they're in now. Then again, considering the song was Dragons, I don't think you could really expect France to pull off a win against South Korea on that one. Well, Finland did actually bring on a different player to play Mud Pie for them. Loafer Bo is here.
Yeah, I see that, but unfortunately, Loaferbo taking a definitely super heavy hit. Accuracy just...
Yeah, he's really struggling there. He's actually in the 80s right now in terms of accuracy, and that's not a time period you ever want to be in.
Exactly.
Did see a couple of early gaps on the side of both Finland and Spain, actually, but so far everyone seems to have brought it back. Once again, with the exception of Loaferbo, that accelerated screen there did mess him up a slight bit. I think he's having some issues with the scroll speed, but... Well, so far it is looking very much in favor of Spain. I think if Loaferbo could hold on to a bit of crumble, Finland might be in with a chance, but...
No, Loaferbo is more gotta worry about surviving at this point. I mean, they have no health.
Yeah, they're really struggling on this. I mean, they were brought into this map specifically, so one has to wonder exactly what was happening.
It might have been more like a YOLO situation.
That's also fair.
I love chocobos. Thank you, Twitch chat. They always brighten up my day.
That's not.
And the song's not too bad either. If you like Hayden.
But yeah, this one does seem to be locked pretty heavily in Spain's favor. You see Matrosk, I don't think he's actually missed. LZG having a little bit of trouble there, but he's really the only one, I think. Spain holding on pretty strongly, and I do think they're going to take the match point.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind they're taking the match point. Loaferbo is definitely going to fail. It's unfortunate, but it's very true. There's no HP there, the accuracy's too low, so it's really just Silent and Mafe, and nothing they could really do, so that victory is going to go over to Spain without too much of a fight, giving them a clean 4-0 sweep, letting them take that victory.
Yeah, and with that, Spain does win against Finland, unfortunately, with a 4-0 sweep. And South Korea and France are also playing their quite possibly final match at this point. I believe the score currently stands at 3-0.
And wouldn't you guess what song that is?
I don't know, but I'm going to use Mud Pie.
It's back! I'm getting a sense of deja vu.